Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel, and you're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. This video we're going to go over this Mandala Impressions. Very soft fuzzy yarn. I bought this from Amazon. It is Lion brand yarn. Color is rainbow. Definitely looks like a rainbow. It is a bulky size 5 weight yarn. It recommends a size R, N, there it is, N hook. Size 11 or 8 millimeter needles. These are 5 ounces, 5.3 ounces, or 150 grams, 164 yards, or 150 millimeters. They're 100% acrylic. So if you notice, I got a pair of knitting needles in the recommended size. So I did a short a while back on this knitted scarf. This one in particular. And it's quite simple. It's actually like, I'm trying to remember if this is rectangles of 9. They're like 9 by 3 alternating knit and purl stitches to make a simple block. And that is what we're going to do in this case. It's a bulky yarn. I'm trying to think how big I want my blocks. Because this is a bulky weight, I'm going to make my block 5 stitches long. And then I'm going to cast in. You actually want a cast on an odd number of blocks. Whatever. Okay, I digress. So I'm going to make my blocks 5 stitches long. So I'm going to cast on 15 stitches. So if you want to make your blocks, like, you don't necessarily have to use this yarn. So you notice I grabbed a crochet hook. I'm going to cast on with the crochet hook, but then I just remembered something. Did not like. I have a knot in here. All right, well, at least it's early enough. Give me one moment to figure out where this knot is. All right, I cut them. It was only a little bit, and so I cut the knot off. All right, I'm going to actually cast on. I think I've seen this using a crochet hook, and I think that is how I am going to do almost all my knitting throughout now is putting it on with a crochet hook. So, oh, I got a knot on the crochet hook or the slip knot. We just pull a stitch like that. Oh, through that. Wrap the yarn around. Draw it out. Now keep in mind this. You got 2 a needle, but this is the 3rd loop. And there, so I got 3. So I'm gonna cast on in this method 15 stitches, and then I will be right back. Okay, I did have 15 on here. I didn't think I wanted it slightly wider. So I have 18 stitches here because I'm gonna make my blocks 6 stitches long. Because you can make your blocks as long as you want. To show you that this is the last one off the hook, so I just slip it off the hook. Okay, well, first, like I said, sometimes we'll slip the end to make it look neater. But I think for the first stitch, we're going to knit. We're going to knit 6 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're just going to purl the next 6. 1, let's get that out of the way. Okay, so we purled 6, and then I should have 6 stitches left. And we're going to knit the last 6 stitches. All right, we're going to turn. All right, I'm going to slip this first stitch purlwise because that would be the stitch it would start with a purl, but we're just going to slip the first one to create a nice edge, and then purl the next 5 stitches. Two, because we're going to knit these stitches. So we're going to knit the next 6. And purl the last 6 stitches. For the next row, we're going to purl one, or we're going to slip it knitwise, and then knit the next 5 stitches. Purl the next 6 stitches. And then knit the last 6 stitches. All right, and then we start our square. So I don't know if you can see where the dark, there are knit stitches, purl stitches, and knit stitches. So we're going to repeat them last 3 rows we just did. Because now we're going to switch it up. All right, so now what we're going to do now is we are going to slip the first one knitwise because it just works out better. But we're going to knit. Okay, we slipped down purlwise, but we're going to knit the next 5 stitches. Sorry, I forgot the banging of my needles. Okay, then we're going to purl the next 6. Okay, and then we're going to knit the last 6 stitches. Looks like this does fray easily. Okay, so then for next row we would again slip 1 purlwise and then purl the next 5 stitches. Then knit the next 5 stitches or 6 stitches. All right, did I messed up somewhere? Shoot. Okay. So we had slipped the first one purlwise, we had purled the next, and then we're supposed to purl the next 5. All right, and then we knit the next 6 stitches. Then we purl the last 6 stitches. All right, and then see how easily we slip. I think I had split it somewhere. What the heck? Hold on. Okay, we slipped the first stitch. We're gonna slip it knitwise and knit the next 5 stitches. Purl the next 6 stitches. and then knit the last 6 stitches. And that is, if you can see it with this yarn, the colors. So our last 3 stitches again. So then the next row would be, we would slip 1 purlwise and then knit the next 5 stitches, purl 6, knit 6, then obviously purl, the knit, and then purl, and then knit, purl, and knit again. And we just keep repeating that till I'm out of yarn or when your scarf is long enough. So I'm going to work on this some more, and then I will be right back. Okay, so here is what I got done so far. I don't know if you can see the pattern through the colors of this. So obviously if you don't want to see, it might be better to do this pattern maybe on a solid color. But yeah, you can vary the triangle size or even how long you want to make it. It's just 3 rows of knit, purl, and knit, and we're just switching it out every 3 rows. I know, that's clear as mud, I'm sorry. So anyway, that is all I have, and I think the colors are very pretty. I think this will be a very nice scarf when I eventually get it done. So I know at least someone's been asking. I had the short, like I said, for the blanket, the scarf that looks like this. And they were asking for a video tutorial. So hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, you can make this your own. Just your square sizes if you want. Make this longer blanket. So if you did like this tutorial, please give it a like. See more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.